Hey YouTube, this is my Junk Doppel deck for advanced format as of December 2012. Before we get started, I would just like to say that my sleeves are awesome, and that's really all there is to say in the matter. So, let's get started with the deck. 3 Junk Synchron, best tuner in here. It was really your main engine. 2 Quickdraw Synchron, good for sending cards to the graveyard, and just summoning those higher level specific synchros. DD Sprite, pretty much just a 1-for-1 target. It can also be useful with mixing with Doppel tokens to get out Formula Synchron. Debris Dragon. With Bronic Band, that was his primary target, but I use Iron Chain Dragon and I find him to be pretty effective for that. And I mean, it's pretty easy to get Stardust out with him too. I get Stardust out with him a lot. Plaguespreader, send a lot of cards to the graveyard, so there's no real reason not to run Plaguespreader. Next up is 3 Doppelwarriors. Whenever a card special summon from the graveyard, which happens a lot with Junk Synchron, special summon him from my hand. So bring out Junk Synchron, get a Quillbolt, get a Ryko, summon him from my hand. I got a level 7 Synchro. It's pretty cool, and I get tokens when I use them for a Synchro material monster. 2 Quillbolts. If I control a tuner, special summon him. Pretty awesome. 2 Ryko. No real reason not to run him. I mean, draw a bad hand, set him, pop a card, get some cards in the graveyard, try to get stuff started. Dandylion creates tokens when it dies, so it's pretty good. Level Leader, if I'm in trouble, like, just my levels aren't quite where I want them, Level Leader can hopefully fix that. Sangan, just a fetch, nothing special there. 3 Veiler. I started running 3 Veiler when Chaos Dragons was still a format breaking card deck, because it stopped Chaos Sorcerer, it stopped Darkness Metal, it stopped Dark Flare, it stopped a lot of stuff. I still run 3 just because I don't run any other hand traps, and it's a tuner, so it's callable. I mean, a lot of stuff I can do with it still. BLS, I run lights and darks in the deck, so I gotta run BLS. He's too awesome not to. And 1 Gorz, since a lot of stuff like Dark Hole and Torrential are super powerful against this deck, it really helps to have Gorz. Just as kind of like, haha, fuck your life type deal. Spells, Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, and 2 MSTs. Staples, don't really need an explanation there. Gotta have your staples. Rhoda, searches Quickdraw Synchron, searches Junk Synchron, searches Doppelwarrior, searches a lot of stuff. Charge, go get your Ryko, mill 2. The mill is really useful. Foolish Burial, there's a lot of stuff you can send with that. Usually what I want to do is a Quillbolt. Pot of Avarice, basically just reset, get all my tuners back in the deck. 1-for-1. This is so good. Getting that monster card into the graveyard and just going and getting DD Sprite, basically. Some people play with Unknown Synchron, I play DD Sprite. I think this got limited in the days of Global, but it is definitely still a good card. Mind Control, pretty obvious. For traps, the Solemn Brigade, 1 Judgment, 2 Warnings. Gotta have your Solemn Brigade. There's too much crazy stuff in the format not to. And lastly, 3 Call the Hornets. I mean, this, like I said earlier, the deck is really susceptible to bombs like Torrential, Dark Hole. This card really allows you, if your stuff all gets removed, to just activate it, go get another tuner, start over, start crazy synchroning again. Now for the extra deck. I play 1 Formula Synchron, 1 Armory Arm, 1 Ally of Justice Catastor, one TG Hyper Librarian. You have no idea how much I wish I could run more than one Hyper Librarian. One Junk Warrior. One Drill Warrior. This card's actually really awesome. If you're considering playing Junk Doppel, definitely play this guy. Iron Chain Dragon, as I said earlier, he's pretty much a stand-in for Bionic, which is ban-hammered. A Junk Berserker, really good. That's basically what Quickdraw Synchron gets you usually. Black Rose Dragon. Junk Destroyer, another Quickdraw target. Stardust Dragon. And the next two are kind of iffy. I'd like to take them out for Mistworm and obviously Shooting Quasar Dragon, but I haven't been able to get a hold of either Shooting Quasar Dragon, which seems retarded, or Mistworm. So right now I'm running Scrap Dragon and Dark End Dragon. Dark End Dragon is essentially next to useless in this deck because I'm never going to take him over Scrap Dragon or Stardust. And I'd really much rather have a Mistworm because I have nothing in the 9 slot now with Trishula banned. And lastly, Shooting Star Dragon. I would love to play the Shooting Quasar just to give this guy a little more power, but Shooting Quasar Dragons in my neck of the woods are pretty damn hard to come by. For sideboard, I'm only at 12 right now because the last 3 cards I've been using have been varying wildly. But first you got the last MST, play 2 Light Imprisoning Mirrors, stops a lot of dumb shit, 2 Dimensional Prisons, a Bottomless Trap Hole, 2 Fiendish Chain, a Book of Moon, a Mirror Force, and 2 Torrential Tribute. Pretty standard stuff, just if I'm having trouble with anything, side some of that in and hopefully it'll take care of the problem. But that's my deck. Thanks for watching.